Hello. Hello, how are you? How is everybody doing? All right. Let, let me share the live. One moment. Testing, testing. It's not that one. Okay, so tonight's topic we're going to talk about how the decisions parents make affect their children. Okay. See if this mic can come a little closer. I need to have it over here, so. Give me a second, let me share the live. I have two lives going. Okay, let's see what's going on.
Okay,
All right.
let's see what's going on. All right, let's see what's going on. All right, let's see what's.
Okay. So tonight discussion is about the poor decisions made by parents, how it affects their children. And today I saw a video, and this video was produced by the Gleaner. And there's a family, the Peart family. Matter of fact, I spoke with the mom today, and I'm expecting her to give me a call back. The connection was very poor, so she was having hearing. So she's gonna give me a call back because there's a lot of poverty in Jamaica. Just too much. Um, there's a mother, the father, 3-year-old baby girl, toddler, and the mother is pregnant. And they all live in a small little tent, very small tent. And she's due to have the baby this month. Okay? So where is she going to put that little baby when the baby is born? That's one of my concerns. They have very little. If the video is on the internet, the Gleaner posted the video of their little place. They are living out there in Bull Bay. I don't know if anyone has reached out to her to help her as yet, but I think she's in need of a lot of things. She has a list of clothing that she needs. And other items, not just clothing for the baby. She needs a lot more stuff. Slippers, sanitary pads, and all those things. She listed that she would like. And food, they pick up hard work. The father lost his job, and they pick up hard work here and there. So I am saying in my mind, why don't these mothers that have difficult times like that, why don't they take birth control? Birth control was free in Jamaica. Isn't it free still? I get to understand that they have the patch that lasts for about 5 years. I can't understand. Huh? I can't understand why these ladies are not taking proactive measures. They wait until they have 4, 5, 6 children, and then they expect the public to support them. I can see if they have 1, and that's a mistake, and 2, and still I'm gonna say it catch up on them. But you're having 4 and 5 and 6 children, and you don't have anywhere to live? Come on, man. At some point, you have to take some responsibility for your actions. The babies don't just come overnight like that. Now we have the incidents that is going on up in the Geisel Springfield area. We have the Delano Tucker story. And I'm very glad that he has gotten some help. Okay? It's very nice that people reached out, and I think they have supported him overwhelmingly. Although I think they could have gotten more stuff if all the controversy and all that hadn't cropped up, and all the drama and issues that's been going on. They could have gotten a lot more help, you know? But they got a good amount of help. And I've spoken to people in the district constantly. I'm in communication with people in the district, and they have gotten a lot. But now I heard there's another family that is on video, and I'm not knocking them. I'm not talking, bad about them, because if they are in need, I ask for help. It's better they ask for help more than they do something stupid with their children. So I'm not knocking them that they ask for help. But what I'm saying is, why can't they take birth control and it's available free? That's what I'm saying. All they have to do is find some time and go to the clinic, and take, if you have 4 children, that's plenty. Plenty. So you shouldn't get to the point where you have 6 children and you don't have no help, no father, and you don't have no job. That's kind of irresponsible. That's what I think it is. Irresponsible. and then you sit down and get sorry for yourself. That can't work. Do something about it. Get your tubes tied. Go take the pill. Go do something. You understand? And don't just sit there like you're a child and let go your body like that and have these heap of children that end up suffer. You understand? They're not responsible for the bad living that they experience. They didn't ask to come into the world. But it's gosh, it's not good environment that these children have to live into. I mean, I know everybody pretty much live in a poor, humble space, but some children, it beat the worst. Not even animals. You have animals that their kennel looks better than where these kids are being raised. So it's time for the parents, both mother, father, take some responsibility and not have all these children that they can't take care of. Now the men can get birth control too. If the woman don't want to take birth control, there's vasectomy that these men can do. You understand? And it's not nice at all. Now, I hope the next family in Springfield, I'm not putting anybody's name out there on the internet, although they're already on the internet because their names and video of them, at least 2 videos I've seen so far, is out there. But what I'm trying to say, I hope this young lady learns of the Delano Tucker situation, and I hope she doesn't, cause herself not to get help that she need. Less talking. I think those are some of the lessons that can be learned from the Delano situation. Less talking. A lot of people is gonna come in to the district. People that don't belong there, but they have their ulterior motive, whatever that is, and come in there and try to make trouble. I saw on a video with the Tuckers where this individual leave all the way from Kingston and came, and the questions that he was asking and so on, I knew which trouble he came for. He came for his own publicity and for his own motive. You see, he claims that he's a watchdog. It's good to have watchdogs. You see what I'm saying? But I don't think that's his main motive, to be a watchdog for the Tuckers. I think he came to story up foolishness and have that lady saying things that she would normally say, or at least she has not thought it out. She just went on talking. And some of that, I'm sure, hurt her. She could have gotten a whole more money, because the little girl is going to need to go to college too. She's going to need things, and then people are not going to be open to help her then, because they're going to say, no, her parents, they got a lot such and such a time. So they're not going to be as open to help her. So they should have gotten all the help they could, monetary, food, whatever resources was available to them, and put some away for her. She's 13 now, and in a few years, it will be time for her to go to college. So that's what they should have done. Get all they can get and put hers, set hers aside. But because of the circus that has been going on, a lot of people have withdrawn their help. Now, this young lady from Springfield Bottom that I heard, or I don't heard, I saw the video that is asking for help. I hope she steer her, drive that she's gonna do a little differently. And what you guys need to do, get your own bank account. I'm gonna make a suggestion. All of who wants to make videos and ask for help, go ahead. I don't say no. Get a little bank account and let whoever donating, they donate directly to you in the bank account. You don't need no third person. You don't need no intermediary. Let the money go to your account. You see? And that way, you are not in any problem to go back and forth with anyone. And issues crop up. They say they gave you and you say you don't get. What I think you really need to do, your bank account, and make it handle your funds yourself. As you're an adult, you're not a child. So you shouldn't leave all that responsibility on somebody else. Handle your own little bangle yourself. That's what I am gonna say. And then you will eliminate the possibility of anybody, mishandling your funds. If somebody help you, give them something. It's good to receive, but it's also good to give back. Everybody's time is worth something. And those bloggers, they're out there blogging. But they need something too. They're not rich either. They're not rich, They are, people used to use the word sufferer. So forgive me if I'm using that word. They are sufferer just like everybody else. So if they advertise your need, if they help you market yourself, that's what they're doing. Give them something. Whatever you get, show them a little appreciation. And don't forget to thank them. When somebody give you something, however simple, show gratitude. Okay? Don't bad talk people and appear as if you are not grateful. And sometimes it's not that you're not grateful, but the things you say and do and how you say them and how you do them, it appears people perceive you as being ungrateful, when in fact you may not. You may very well appreciate the help and so on that you get. So I am only putting this out there now for the young lady that is in need. I've heard of her situation and she need, and like I said, when I did the video in answer to the Delano Tucker video, I said there are plenty more individuals in the district, plenty more Hello, 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 Joyce. Good evening. Okay, so I'm talking about some little issues that I encountered today with people who are suffering. Let's call it that. People who don't have anything. And there's a lot of people in Jamaica that, hello, hi dear Miss Alexia. Yeah. There are plenty of people in Jamaica, unfortunately, who do not have the resources, the money, the what have you. Yes, yeah, hello, Del. You understand? They don't have the means to feed their children properly and to send them to school and to clothe them and to provide for a decent place for them to live. So these mothers now need to make some choice, make some I'm gonna call them educated choice. You know you don't have a job. You know you don't have the money. You know your children and father not working, or if they do have a job, it's measly amount of income they have. Cut down on having the children, man. You understand? Don't just I can see if it would cost you for birth control. It doesn't cost you. There are clinics all over the place. After you have so many children, go take birth control. You understand? And make wise decisions. Because even if you have 2 children, it's hard to raise them. So, what I'm trying to say, I'm not trying to make plan anybody's life for them, because that's what I'm gonna hear. I'm here to help people to make the right decisions. Go take some birth control. You understand? And wherever you're living, it doesn't matter if the place getting old, because a lot of those places out there built long time, all in the 60s and 70s. So yes, they need repair, but try to do something to where you live, you know, because if it rotten down on you, where you gonna live? Outside. So I know that things are thin and money isn't, easy to get out there. But when you get a few dollars, try to, pinch it and try do something to where you live, because if it rotten down, it's not easy to make house and age. You understand? And if you're gonna ask for help, try to channel it the right way. Don't make the heap of back and front, and people come from all over and turn the thing into a circus. You understand? Try to organize yourself. Try to get probably a spokesperson for you. Because if you have a spokesperson, they'll help you to craft what you're to say to the public. You understand? Because sometimes, not all of us are used to camera and people holding cameras in our face and talking to us. So we don't think about the things we are saying. You understand? We just start roll off a bunch of things, and then it may hurt us. You see what I'm saying? It might hurt us, the things that we say. We have to choose our words. It doesn't matter. Sometimes somebody might get on your nerve, but when you have the public, thousands of people looking at you, you have to be on your best behavior. If you are begging somebody to assist you, or you're asking somebody to assist you, You can't go out there and appear to be arrogant and too high and too, and be condescending to people. You have to be on your best behavior, so to speak. Just like how we tell our children to be on their best behavior when they go out in the public and when you have visitors and so on. Adults need to know how to deal with people. You can't just say anything. I heard from one individual some mention referring to a house as Foo house. How you gonna ask somebody to assist you to get some place better to live, and you're gonna talk about Foo house? You see? So you're degrading and looking, turning up your nose and so on, and you just ask in favor. So you have to choose your words wisely. And that's why I'm coming on tonight too, so that individuals who are out there who would like to ask for assistance, do your homework before you go in front of the public. Okay? Don't be blaming and putting down people and throwing them under the bus and, be negative. Try to be on your best behavior. That's what I'm going to term it as. Be grateful. If somebody gives you something, even if it doesn't fool your eye, don't publicly put it down and denounce the person. Okay? Be very careful in what you say, because what you say can in turn haunt you. That fellow that asked for help, he could have gotten out way more help. I've seen people who have big platforms talked about scholarship and things they arranged for him, and they have diverted it to other people because there was a perception that this family was ungrateful. And I don't think they're ungrateful. I just think they were overwhelmed with the limelight. They got stardom like overnight, and they were overwhelmed, and they weren't, counseled properly how to approach the public. And they just said anything came to their minds. So I think that we have to guard against that. And whoever else need to ask for help, ask for the help. I am not going to tell you don't ask for help. Ask for it if you need it. You understand? A matter of fact, I think that all the citizens, I'm speaking it specifically for that area in Springfield, Geisel, that constituency there. What you guys should do is meet with your member of parliament and collectively let them know of the condition that a lot of residents are living in. Because when they need votes, they come to you, they come to your house, and they walk from door to door and beg you and sweet you up and ask you to vote for them. So when you need them, you need to get them and to let them know of your hardship. You understand? I'm not saying that, politician is going to be there to give you handout and take care of you. But they can do things to help you. Some of them have housing programs running. They can give you a decent little house. They can help you to secure jobs. There are a lot of kids. I'm not going to call them kids because most of them are 18 years old. But there are a lot of youngsters graduate from high school. They have their subjects, they pass them, they held up to their hand, and they come out and they just sitting in the district. No jobs. So something have to be done for them. There isn't anywhere to employ them in the district. And even if they are supposed to go someplace like Highgate, Linstead, Port Maria, By the time they finish bus fare, take out all the money they work. So something needs to be done. That area has been blighted from ever since. Hardly anything is done. Every now and then they might come and throw a little gravel on the road, and they might fill a 2 tank of water. But there needs to be more meaningful resources put into that community, you know. So I'm thinking that's what should be done. You guys have meeting, put that on your agenda to talk, have a good soul searching talk with your leaders, your member of parliament and your councillors and so on, and let them know you're not voting for them if they don't help. You understand? The use you put them in office and then they abandon you and only come back again when it's time for more votes. That can't go on. No jobs, nothing, I'm telling you. And that's why the people have to resort to begging, asking people for things. So something needs to be done. The schools and so on, they need, more programs in the school for children. Every child should get a good lunch at school. They shouldn't have to go to school and eat crackers and drink water. It's time the government pay some more attention to the people, because Jamaica is rich. In a way, it's rich. You understand? The people, even if they're farmers and they go out and farm, there's nowhere to sell their products to. All the food is being imported from overseas. And it's not even good food, all kind of GM products and stuff that first world don't want to eat. They reject those things and they pack it up and flood the Jamaican market. That's why, all the farmers are affected. So there needs to be a revitalization of farming program. Let the people buy and eat what they produce, which the food there is more, it's healthier than the stuff they import in. And let them have their market. Back in the day, they used to have the AMC and market, people could come out and sell their things. I remember people used to go from Golden Grove, go all the way to Guys Hill, and they'll sell on their way up there. There is no money running. If people don't send money from abroad, the people them don't get a 2 cent. And those who don't have anybody supporting them from abroad, they have to move away. So you see why the district is in a decline. If you're there, you don't have no jobs, so you have to move away. And then everything kind of just domino effect. The whole place just start get whole and dilapidated and nothing going on. So I think some attention need to be given. There is a saying, teach a person to fish. You can't just get up every day, give one fish. That's not gonna teach people to be self-reliant. Do something for them. Give them something where they can start, be it grains and so on, help them with their farming and provide markets for it. Because it's a farming community. That whole area is a farming community. We don't have any tourism up there. We don't have no industries, nothing. It's just farming was the people's bread and butter, and it has died out. So I'm thinking, you can only give so much. Something else needs to be done from a governmental level. You understand? And the government needs to probably give mandatory books, make books free for the kids, make school lunch free for everybody. That's what they're doing here in the United States. Long time. No, because we find that a lot of parents cannot afford to give the children a meal home and then find money to give them for food when they go to school, because things are expensive. Uniform has to be bought, everything, clothing, what have you, and household articles. So there should be a mandatory free book program. Every child get their books at school free and get free lunch. I think that would take a big burden off the parents, and at least every child that is school age would at least get a substantial meal, a nutritious meal. And then the parents have to play their part. Anybody have any input? I'm not preaching. Nobody put in any comment. Let me hear what you guys have to say. I'm just brainstorming to see what we need to do to find a solution for this problem. And this problem's been going on long time. Too long. You understand? So it needs to be addressed, how to help these poor people. And I think, as a start, giving the children the free books, they shouldn't have to be paying. Books are so expensive. The government probably should take over that. All free books when they go to school and free lunch. All the way up to high school. Or do something based on economic need. So you have like a form that they fill out and report their income in the household. The parents report their income. And then certain kids that fall under certain threshold gets all free lunch and book. And that would be a start. That would really help out a lot of people. You understand? Yeah. It's bad, man. It's getting bad to worse. Too long in that area is neglected. Nothing not going on. All the shops and so on. We used to have big shops, stock and all that there, and a lot of things. You used to have people with trucks, employ people on it. Bus used to be going through. The place is getting really dead. And what happened to there is a lot of brain drain. All the people who, have their education, formal education, I'm talking, they have to move away. Who don't come overseas, gone Kingston, gone other places to live. So the whole area is becoming so blighted. You understand? So I don't know what is gonna happen if it continues like that. You understand? It's something have to give. You understand? Now, another issue that I see is that a lot of people don't have land to build a house on. You see, they are living in places that either it's family land. If they're not renting, it's family land. So you can't just get up and put a house on it. They don't have any legal papers for the land. And I know the government not gonna just get up and put house anywhere before they check out the ownership of the place. So even some people who needs the housing, they don't have anywhere to put it. You understand? This young lady here that I saw in the Gleaner today, the Gleaner post, she's living on the beach. That's government place. She's just squatted out there. She and her husband and her little daughter, and pregnant. So even if somebody, Habitat for Humanity or one of those organizations, was to give them a place, they don't have nowhere to put it. And land in Jamaica is very, very expensive. So I don't know what is gonna be the solution for all of what's going on. You know, I mean, families have to go come in and try to help their relatives. That's another thing. Have to go reach out, and relatives have to be more willing to be humble and tell people of their needs. Don't just sit there in squalor and don't say anything, and you have relatives that are better off than you. Talk to them, ask them to assist you, ask them to assist one of the children. Reach out. Don't just sit and don't say anything, because sometimes some people, even right there in the district, don't know somebody else's situation sometimes. And if you reach out and say something, go to church, tell them, talk to them in the churches. Sometimes organizations like those can help you. So it's a community problem. It's not an individual problem. The entire community is having a tough time. So that's what I'm trying to say, and try to help yourself. The saying is, God help those that help themselves. Don't just sit down, don't do anything. If you need other people to help you, you have to be a team player. That means when somebody else needs something done, you have to probably get up off your butt and go help out too. You understand? Volunteer your time for certain things, and everybody blend together, put their resource together and help one another. But if you don't help out when there is need, other people is not going to come and help you. So that's what I'm talking about. There's team spirit that you have to have. If when you have plenty, you don't share it and give somebody some, other people not gonna give you when you are in need. So the thing works two ways. It's a two-way. You help me and I help you. You can't be selfish and just sit down and expect other people to work and support you. You have to put something out. When the children are in school, try to go out there and do something, and don't look down on any job. Don't look down on different types of work and say you not do those kind of things, because you're supposed to be willing to do whatever it takes that is legal and honorable. You do it to make a living. You understand? So this is gonna need a lot of input from everybody, both the politicians, the government, and residents of the community. This need everybody's effort to try to improve things. And water, basic stuff like water. That's something that has been a chronic problem all over Jamaica. The residents cannot get water. I'm not even gonna talk about the road, because road, you understand, you don't need road to survive, but water, you need water. Every turn you turn, you use water, and that has been a bad problem. And I know up there in the Geisel Springfield area, the water situation is bad. There are so many years since that pump down by the Arcada Bridge burnt out, and it never was replaced. And there are so many residents that have pipe connected to their residence and no water. And it's not happening yesterday nor day before yesterday. For years, this has been going on. There are residents getting water bills and no water not coming into pipe. So I think there need to be a soul-to-soul talk with the representative for the area. There are two representatives, because the district fall into two different constituencies. They need, as citizens, you need to invest some time. There's an adult center around here that you guys have this club going on. Go get involved. Go, and you guys set up a talk with your leaders and talk to them, from your heart, and let them know, promise them and keep your promise. If they don't help you guys with the amenities that are needed in the district, no vote. Don't vote for them. That's how politics goes. People aren't born and with any label on them for any particular party. The parties are working, the government officials are working for you. You send them there. So if they don't do things to benefit you, you get rid of them. And the way to do that in a civilized society is to vote them out. When they come to your door to knock and ask you, Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so, can I count on you for your vote? You tell them no, because them never come around and do anything for you. It's not that people need handout. Vast majority of people don't need a handout, or they don't want a handout. They want to make their own honest earning. You understand? But there is no chance for them. You go to market, they buy food, you go to market, so much expense. By the time you travel and go, and then you go, the market flood with all kind of stuff. No money not in it. You just barely surviving. But that's the situation. You have to try to find ways to improve your situation. Do whatever little you can do. and stop having this ton load of children. That is one of the main problem, guys. If you guys have less children, or wait until your situation better before you start having the children, it will cut down on the sufferation. You see what I'm saying? Nobody not saying you not to have children, but you have to think with your head. If I don't have a place to live and food to eat, then why am I gonna bring a new mouth? You see? That's how I see it. Breaks my heart to find out that so much people live in certain condition, because you know what? It's been a while since I left Jamaica. In a few months it will be 40 years. But district people know that I keep in touch there, and I'm vested in Jamaica. So it's not like I'm gone and I'm out of touch. But there are a lot of those houses now that are in the district that they were nice, good houses back then, but a lot of years have passed. So the houses have seen, their better days. So they need a little fix up, and, redo. But the poor people don't have the money. When they get a little money, they have to buy food and buy books and buy clothes or whatever for themselves and their children. So they don't have a lot to put on any house to fix up house and so. You understand? But, an effort has to be made. Some of those places is just water it need to clean and wash off the walls, and spruce up the place and go broke some flowers and plant, and give the place a facelift. That's what I would say. I'm not gonna stay here and try to make believe and say, this say that. I know some of the people don't have a way to turn. Nothing. They don't. The options are so minimal. But we have to look into ourselves and our situation and try to make better decisions. And I think the place to start is going to be with having children. More children you have is the more food, the more bigger place to sleep. Everything increases with every child that you have. So before the government start charge you for birth control, go take it and try to improve your situation. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna get off here in the next hour. Yes, it's heartrending to see all the poverty around and hear what different people going through. And a lot of them are women. Women head a lot of these households. Yesterday was International Women's Day, and women are, mostly when women, when people are in poverty, it's women and children. I mean, yes, the men them is there suffering to some of them, but some of them need to step up and help. Yes, and we also have some grandparents where they have the children and leave the children and the grandparents. You see? And sometimes it's legit. Sometimes they leave them gone to find work or go abroad and them not straight and all kind of situation. And you have women 60-year-old and older trying to raise children. So that's what I'm saying about looking into your circumstances and make wiser choices. Mm-hmm. And I hope that that young lady down by Springfield Bottom will get some help. You know, I don't mind trying to put a 2 cent and help people, but I have to check out to make sure that they are really in need. That's number one. I'm not gonna help somebody that put away their stuff and then wants to collect from other people. I'm not for that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make some inquiry and see. There are other people there too. I know of people that, and it's not false pride they have, but I know of people who are having a tough time. There are people, individuals that have disabled children that takes a lot out of them that need help. And that's why I'm saying that it should be a community effort where everybody come together. Who don't need it, don't bother, you know, put in your application if you don't need it. But everybody live in the district and they can identify the families that need something the most. I think probably everybody needs to get together, and let's say there are 10 family that could need some help. You do, instead of doing individual campaigns where this family begging for themselves, that do a group effort and share this stuff. You understand? Like, do a pool, and then when everything comes in, you divide it among the people who are really in need. Because there are 2 family that have videos. I don't know if there are more families that I don't know of, but it's only so much they're gonna get when they ask. But if everybody combine and has one voice, I think that's probably would be better. I don't know. Those that need housing, they probably need to contact the government officials and see what help they can get. It's rough. And sometimes when you're not in the situation, you say this and say that, and that's why I always am reluctant to write off people or to say this, say that. I always like to investigate. You see? Because some people will just follow suit to get more on what they have. But then you have some people who genuinely needs the help. So I hope things improve for them. That's what I can say. Most of the individuals and I know it's all over Jamaica, it's happening, but I'm speaking for my little area there. Probably family members who have their relatives there need to probably reach out more to them, those who can afford it more. Because trust me, within every family there, they have few people, each family have few people who can stretch their hand to them. So probably some more effort needs to be put out to help one another. You understand? And what a lot of people need to do is to start at least farm to provide for their food. You see? Probably you won't be able to make a big enough farm to supply a lot of food to different places or to the market, but at least try to cultivate your own food, because I'm telling you, a plant-based diet is better. So some of the times all this whole heap of meat, isn't that healthy? Plant food, your veggies and so on, and diversify the way you eat them, and see if that can stop a gap. Everybody have to try to do something to help themselves. Very few people don't have any land in that area. Lot of people there have land, lot of land too. You may have to get up, go do plant something, plant some callaloo and things, 3 month stuff and stuff that easy to grow to help yourself. Can't depend on just buying things at grocery store. Plant something. I don't know what else to say, but it's sad. Very, very sad. You know? And it doesn't look like it's getting any better. Something that it needs to be addressed. We shouldn't have so many hungry and homeless people in Jamaica, man. Something, you know, you need to be able to create jobs, and people have a way to get employment. Sad, sickening. Anyway, thank all the visitors that I have to the live. I'm gonna log off now. I probably have to go start coming live on this channel, because it looks like my other channel is the only one giving problem. All right. Thank you guys for coming. And I'm going to make some checks into the young lady in Springfield and see how her situation is there before I encourage anybody here try to drum up any kind of support for her. I know her well. I don't know her well. I know her family well. And, you know, the children didn't ask to be here, and we have to do whatever we can to help the children. All right. So I see you in the next live. Okay, thank you.